So I'm back again to make a video of my coming out story. I know my other past videos have just been like retarded, me like lip singing and dancing, but this video is about me coming out, and it's from a request of my friend of mine from Perez NM007. Um, so yeah, here we go. I guess I would say I always been gay, but I never really looked deep inside and find out who I really was. Start off with me telling my best friend, which is now my brother, now since of me growing up was very difficult and hard time. So he was the first one to tell, and he thought I was lying because I was dating this girl, and he was like, "You just making stuff up," and I was like, "Okay, well, you can't say I didn't tell you." So a couple of days passed, and I was happening to watch Tyra Banks, and my sister asked me this question when she went to a commercial, but she asked me a question and about some guy that was on the talk show, thinking like, is he hot? And I didn't pay too much attention to her, so I just said yes, so she could just like leave me alone. But I didn't really hear the question because I was also on my phone texting. So I stopped, thought about it, and I looked at her. She had this look on her face, and I was like, oh snap. I was like, okay, you're the first person, well, you're the second person to be told, because told my brother, but he thinking that I'm just making some prank. And she was like, really? And I was like, well, go ask him. So she go ask him, and he's talking to our parents, and they freak out. Well, they didn't freak out. They were just like, what? And so they called me in, and I talked to them. I was like, I'm gay. And they just pretty much just looked at me and okay, some type of reactions, they're yelling, there's what? And they were like, well, sweetie, we've been knowing that you're gay. We've just been waiting for you. I was like, really? And they're like, yeah. You're pretty much obvious about it, but not too obvious, but just the way you walk and, just pretty much how you walk and my ways of acting. I was like, oh, okay, well, gee, I guess I can keep this short. So, but they told me if I have any questions, if I want to talk to them about stuff, just go up to them and ask them stuff. But I was pretty nervous about school because school is a big deal when someone knows you're gay. But lucky for me, I didn't have to worry about that because at that slight moment, the first thing I did was I went to school. I decided to so-called dump the girl that I was dating, but it wasn't really a date. It's like a so-called. And but I found out that she went to a different school, so I was like, okay, check off my list. I don't have to worry about that. So I decided to like tell my friends at lunch, and so I told them. They were like, well, yeah, we've been knowing. I was like, okay. I was like, well, what we doing after school? So that was done, and then the girl returned back to the school, and she was thinking that we were still dating and stuff, and I told her, well, I have a question for you. Do you think we're still together? Even though you checked out of school, you've been gone for months and weeks. She was like gone for like 3 or 4 months, and her answer was, yeah, I still think we're together. And I told her, I was like, well, I hate to tell you, but we're not even together. I'm sorry. Sure, why? And I told her, I was like, well, I'm gay. And she was like, really? I was like, yeah. Oh, you can grasp my brother, you ask my friends and stuff. So, anywho, so she left, screaming her head off, and everyone's like looking at her in the hallway and stuff. And I was like, I do not know her. So, it all dropped down to where I went to my last period class. I had to do a presentation, standing up on speech, and I had to ask a question, or tell the class, do you have any question? And this guy asked me, like, I have a question. I was like, okay, what? And he asked me, are you gay? So I looked at him, I looked at the teacher, and I was like, you bitch. And then I was like, sorry. Look, teacher, I was totally sorry. And I just said, yeah, like, why the hell not? Just, there's no point in me hiding it or trying to hide it anymore. This is who I am, so I'm proud to be me. So, yes, I am gay. And then afterwards, I was done with my work, and then free time was like to pass, so everybody like gathered around. I felt like I was this new shiny spotlight, And they're asking like all these questions about like how long you been gay and this and that and that. And I was just like, well, I only been out for like an overnight, so um, I'm still in this process. So yeah, but other than that, I have supportive family and stuff. But things kind of got like really rough once I finished high school. Um, I decided to do a graduation trip to come to Austin, which I'm at right now, to see my aunt. She's like a close friend, but we're like family. And I told her I was gay, and she was like, "Well, I've been on that too." I was like, "What the fuck? Like seriously, what the fuck?" So from there, okay, cool. So she decided that I need to go out to a club here in Austin, and at that time I wasn't 21 because it was on a weekend, and 21's on weekends, it's like that night, their night. So went to my first gay club here, and it was like okay, but afterwards, couple of like 2 years later, I came back up here for spring break because I took vacation from work, and the sun like totally flipped out. We got into this huge argument, and it was like a wait. It was my trip was bad. Freaked out. We didn't speak for 5 years, so which is now we're speaking at this point, which is funny because I'm roommating with him, and things is cool and stuff. But other than that, everything's like okay. And from there, I told my biological mom and my dad. So I was kind of like adopted-ish. And told my dad, he was like very supportive for me. Only thing he told me was if anybody messes with you, just call me up. So I was like, wow, okay, thanks. My mom, on the other hand, took it very dramatic, and she like flipped out, and she was just all dramatic about it. That's all I can say. But now, like over the years, we're talking and stuff. She doesn't hate me or anything, but we're on good terms. And my sister, she's very protective of me, even though she's younger than me, but she's still like protective in a way. But yeah, so my experience is was kind of like good and ups and downs. But I may say my high school was very different from other people that you hear on YouTube. How they have a best friend that they tell, then she go tells her, tells everybody and her friends at the school, and you just feel very awkward being at school. So I didn't have that problem. Mine was just standing up, presentation, kid asked me a question if I was gay, told him yes, and everybody was just like, oh, okay, cool. We just want to know, we just got tired of the lines. So I was like, oh, okay, well, there's no point in lying anymore, so I'm gay. Working part was pretty much a little bit difficult because I was pretty much around like nothing but straight people, and they kind of get the feeling of like, oh snap, I'm working with a gay guy, he's going to hit on me. But once they realize who I really am and how I act, they're like, oh, you're a cool gay guy. And yeah. But yeah, so for those who's been watching and people that's in my hometown or wherever, I'm here in Austin. So Austin in Texas, like the gay capital. I would recommend y'all to go to Corpus because for those who are gay out there, do not go to Corpus because if you do go, you pretty much have to put yourself back in the closet because people in Corpus are not very comfortable with this, with who they are. So it's like when I go back to Corpus or visit my friends, it's like, wow, I'm back in the closet cell. But I don't do that because I'm me, who I am. So hate it or love it, but yeah. So let me know what y'all guys think and comment me back. So yeah. Poppin'